Hi everyone. I don't know if everyone else is as fascinated with the idea of past lives as I am or not, but to me it's a really fascinating kind of idea that we were born before, and not only were we born before and had past lives, but that we sometimes will remember them. This is the story of a child who was called the Druce Boy. This story was it was like a case study presented by Dr. Eli Lash. The child is called the Druce Boy because he kept his identity secret to protect not only the child but the family as well. The boy's parents belonged to the Druze religion, which was in the Middle East, I believe. So when he was 3 years old, he started telling his parents that he was killed in a past lifetime by being hit in the head with an axe. What's interesting about that is that he also has a red birthmark on his head, the place where he said he was hit with the axe. From what the boy revealed, it was thought that the boy lived nearby in his past life to where he was living then. So eventually his father and some relatives decided to visit local neighborhoods to see if they could find any clues to where he lived before. On one of the trips, Dr. Lash was invited to join them. They went from village to village, asking the boy if they were at the right one. He kept saying no, nothing looks familiar. But when they reached the third village, the boy said that that's where he lived. Once he was there, he started to point people out, and he knew their names. He knew things about them. Eventually, he even remembered his own name from his past life. People in the village said that they remembered that name and that the person by that name had disappeared 4 years earlier, and no one knew what happened. They thought that he had just left or wandered off or, what have you. The boy was even able to point out to the place that he lived previously, and from all accounts, he was correct. At one point, the boy walked up to a specific guy, and he went up and he introduced himself, and he told the guy his name, and the guy's like, yeah, that's correct. The boy said, I used to be your neighbor. We had a fight and you killed me with an axe. Dr. Lash said that the guy's face went white. So the young boy said, I even know where you buried my body. If that's not strange enough, the boy led them to the field nearby. There was a pile of stones that they excavated. But the boy said, he buried my body under these stones and the axe over there. They excavated the spot, and they found a skeleton of an adult male with a split in the skull consistent with an axe wound. Everyone in the group, they looked at the guy that the little boy had accused, and he admitted that he did indeed commit the crime. So the group went over to the second location where the boy had pointed out, and they found the murder weapon, the axe, which that is a pretty insane story. Dr. Lash asked them if they were going to call the police or release him to the authorities, and they said no. They wouldn't do that, but they would find a suitable punishment for him. There's no record of what that punishment was or what eventually happened to the man, but there are some very, very good stories about past lives, and whether or not they're real or not. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you think the story was completely made up, it obviously wasn't done for financial gain, at least by the family themselves, since the boy's name was never released. But let me know what you think in the comments below about past lives in general and this story. And definitely let me know what you think. Thanks. Just please comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll keep putting more out there.